good old boy down in Texas, John Woodrow, that's his name. Heard him talk about our country, Lord, I feel just the same. He speaks his mind, trying to help mankind and the people of the USA. Yeah, oh, John Woodrow, he got a lot to say. Oh, yes, he does. 'Cause there's a good old boy down in Texas, turning Texas blue. And there's a blue dot family in the USA. All over this world. Oh, yeah.
Yes, we have technical difficulties with our sound system. Evidently, the operator doesn't know how to hit a freaking button. Anyway, I went through the whole list of who was here and all that stuff, and boy, I hope you can hear me now. That's a dumb mistake. I forgot to turn on my microphone. It's just y'all try to do this shit. This ain't easy. You got to remember all sorts of buttons to hit. Uh, I can start over with the important part, and that is that y'all are here. And I was talking about how this chat, when it opens up, when y'all are saying hello to each other and they're saying where they're from, and just it's personal, and it just, that is the heart of this family. The voices within this family, and it plays into what I was going to say about voices in all over the damn world, because right now, oh shit, I lost it all. I had a good thing going in my head. It was all going to work out fine. And then somebody threw a wrench in there and I didn't have sound. Anyway, you know, I saw in the news where Donald Trump is going to give Putin another 2 weeks, before he does anything with sanctions. See if he slows down. Are you shitting me? That's all that man's done ever since he's got in there. Is 2 weeks this, 2 weeks that. We're going to keep pushing it. And tragedy continues to happen. It's just a delay tactic. It's just noise. It's bullshit coming out of that. And then you turn to Gaza. You know, a piece of land that's less than 40 miles fucking long and 6 miles wide. Heaviest population in the world, I think, is in that fucking area. The voices have to get louder. No sound? Still no sound? No. There should be sound. Somebody tell me in the chat there if you can hear me or not. Hey, I got a better idea. Let's bring up somebody who can actually hear me. Shit.
I can finally hear you.
Can you? Well, that's
Uh-huh.
nice to know.
And some
Okay,
people are
Irene says the
saying
sound is
on
fine.
YouTube that they can hear you.
Okay. It's breaking up? Oh, shit.
No, I
Get
don't
my
know.
freaking hammer out and I'll fix all of this shit. All of them whack.
Sometimes people have their own technical difficulties, John.
Yeah, sometimes.
Not always
Okay.
you.
Always me. I just assume it is. Anyway, how are you, Miss Chick?
I'm good.
Are you? Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear
I'm
that.
good.
Yeah.
Did a little running around today, and then I realized, hey, it's kind of late in the day, and I should have done more homework.
I took a ride today. I have a habit of doing
Yeah,
that here
I
lately.
did
Just
too.
taking a ride. Just willy-nilly. Ended up over at Joe Garcia's house. How
Oh.
dare him not be home? I swear. Some people.
Oh.
God, just because I didn't call or anything like that, he should have just expected me to come by it. No, I took a ride around today. Went to North Beach and looked at the people on the beach and in the Lexington and all that, and then cruised around the refineries and ended up in Mathis, Texas. So,
Oh.
yeah,
Well, it's Sunday. I think Joe does family stuff on Sunday, doesn't
yeah, he was in family stuff. He was in town, sitting in
he?
his
Okay.
Jeep, I guess, waiting for Maria, I would imagine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's?
You caught up with him then?
Yeah, I talked to him. I called him on the phone, told him, hey, I'm sitting in front of your house. What's up, dude? I'm like, where you at? Anyway, it was just nice to get out. Didn't really want to drown my head in the news today. Just
Yeah,
wanted a
I hear you
nice,
there.
easy day. Of course, you can't escape it.
No,
It's
it's
there.
there.
It's there.
It's there.
But I don't know. My mind today was on the broader picture of the you know I can't even remember the story it stemmed from. I was listening in my car about a protest in Israel uh,
Mm.
against the actions that Netanyahu's taking, and uh, and those are getting bigger. Those are getting larger. The voices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like to see those numbers here in any one place at any one time.
I've seen where Donnie sent a letter of happy birthday to Zelensky. I think what 35 years that Ukraine has been a country
Hmm.
so far. So far.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
I,
kind of
I, I,
strange.
I got a worm in my ear over here. I got to get rid of it. I don't know who it is, though. I don't know who it is. But today is Jamie's birthday. I don't know who Jamie is, but happy
Jamie
birthday to
B.
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamie. Happy birthday to you. No, I don't know who it is. No, I
Jamie
just seen it in
B
the
on
chat.
YouTube.
I just seen it in the chat. Somebody was wishing her a happy birthday. Her, him, what? I don't even know.
I think it's a her.
I
I'm
think
not
it's
sure.
her. I just checking.
Well,
Yeah.
good. Happy birthday, Jamie. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. I didn't catch much, but I did catch that, this regime just doesn't want to give up when it doesn't want to admit that it did something stupid, something shitty, something horrible. It's just going to double down and try and keep
Yeah, I
pursuing what
seen the
it did.
Russian ambassador Lashrov or whatever his name is on one of the talk shows selling bullshit about why they had to go into Ukraine. You know, he had a hard time answering the question: did Russia attack Ukraine? And every time
Uh-oh.
they asked him that, he'd come up with some rambling bullshit. You know, and it
Yeah,
is.
sideways
It's
talk, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, all we
Usually
got.
starts out with something somebody else did
Yeah, we
first,
we
right?
sent a
Yeah.
birthday card. That's what we did. We sent a birthday
A
card.
birthday card.
Yeah,
Oh my
here.
gosh.
This will help you with your war. Keep the morale up. Yeah,
Well,
it
and
is. It's
we have to keep
disheartening.
Epstein's ghost,
That's exactly it. Epstein. Yeah, And I hope everybody sees now that whole dog and pony show that was the Putin visit, that's exactly what it was, a dog and pony show, an act for a gift to Donald Trump to boost him in the world eye and get the news off of Epstein. And how did that turn out? Yeah, it was squat. Yep. It was a bullshit meeting.
Yeah, people trolled him about it because it was so stupid. That just made him mad.
Well, they should.
They should.
He's a paper tiger. He's just he's a blowhard.
Yeah.
You know. But for some reason, he's got his lips firmly attached to Putin's ass, and there ain't no getting away from that.
They're playing chess games all over the place, and one of the ones that really makes me mad, because there's so many of them, is Kilmar Obrego Garcia has been released and reunited with his family, which is wonderful,
which is the good news.
That's good news. But
yeah, there's always a but. Ain't it sad?
Yeah, the regime is pissed.
Yeah, Trump's not done with him.
Still wants to drag him around and threaten to send him to Uganda now.
Yep. Just because he can.
And what they're doing is they're like he's a free man, but they're dangling this, we don't think you're free. We're going to dangle this carrot that says, if you tell us that you're guilty of something that you're not guilty of, we'll let you go live in Costa Rica.
We'll let you go to Costa Rica.
What?
No.
What?
That doesn't sound like a deal to me. That doesn't sound anywhere near a deal to me.
What's wrong with this?
Go ahead and confess to this crime. We know you didn't do it, but just say you did. Just for the optics, just for the, yeah.
But why are they pursuing this one person, this one case?
Because he was the one singled out. He was the one that was deported and came back.
Right, but it's mostly about the idea that they have spent so much airtime, so much social media propaganda using him as the poster child of immigration demonization.
The bad guy.
That they have to have some kind of win out of it. They've got to win. They just have to win.
They've got to prove that he's the bad guy. That he's
and if they
a
lose
threat to everything that we stand for here in America. And, are you shitting me?
Well, exactly. And if they lose this, their MAGA invincibility is in danger of looking weak. And that's it. Nothing more. Weak. It's just nothing personal, Kilmar. Whatever. You just happen to be the one.
I just, the whole MAGA crowd is, it's shit. I don't know what to say about them anymore other than they got to be the most stupidest people in the world to keep believing this man and his bullshit and the lies that he feeds them and the stories he tells, all the fucking crap that comes out of his mouth. I have no
sympathy for them. I have no excuses for them. I got nothing. As
far as I'm concerned right now, if you're a maggot, if you're a diehard supporter of Trump, I can only assume either you're a racist, a misogynist, or homophobic, or just a plain downright asshole who hates society. Because that's the damage he's doing is to our society.
Well, and at this point, it's getting tough in public for any of the people in the regime because they can't go anywhere where people don't yell at them, call them names, couch effort.
Good.
Good.
Don't look for no
people are protesting even in other countries. They can't go out and do anything that looks like a tourist. There's just no rest for the wicked, and damn. We just won't shut up about Epstein's ghost, Come on.
Look the way the world has turned in the last 6-7 months. This isn't good, baby. It isn't good.
It's not good, but it's not over with yet either, John.
No, it's not.
Now I can hear me.
I can't hear shit, Joe.
I couldn't hear me either.
Don't come around here expecting me to acknowledge you now. I went by your house. You just ignored the shit out of me, man. You left.
Well, I was busy.
Now you come into my house and want me to fucking, sit here and...
Hey, Mama.
Hello, Joe.
How you doing, John? Mama wanted to go look at a new Jeep.
A new Jeep?
Yeah, we wanted to look at a new one. Oh, well, she's going to give her Toyota to my
Oh, you're going to
oldest
be a
grandson.
two Jeep family.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, boy, howdy shit.
But that's if she likes it. I showed it to her and all that. There was nobody around. I don't know
Yeah,
why people don't work on Sundays. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
I think
mm,
it's written down somewhere. I don't know.
yeah.
Hey, I mean,
Not every,
when
it doesn't apply to
before I
everybody.
retired, before I retired, I worked 7 days a week.
Shit, you know the oil field, Joe. There ain't
Absolutely.
no end to it. There ain't no end to it.
No,
Holiday?
no,
Are you shitting me?
that's
That,
why people should be
yeah.
thankful for truck
Yes.
drivers because they don't know what a day off is.
Mhm.
You get what you got at the store because of them. Because they leave their families behind. They do what they got to do.
Yeah, I've been in that position
Absolutely.
when I was roughnecking on a rig. You think Christmas makes a difference? That bit has to keep turning. Doesn't
Oh
matter
yeah.
what day it is. So
Drill, baby,
you're
drill.
working, baby. You're working as long as that bit's turning to the right. You're working. So
Absolutely.
anyway, Joe,
Yes, sir.
what do you think about the conditions of our world today? Yeah, I heard that
Well,
sigh. I heard that sigh.
I'll tell you what,
I
John.
think that's the way
I
all of
still
our
have
answers
hope.
start.
I still have hope. I still see a little
I
bit of
do.
light at the end of the tunnel.
I do, Joe. And I'm getting more of it, seems, every day. Because it seems the voices, I had a nice thing in my head I was going to say there at the beginning of the show before I screwed up and didn't push the button. Uh, but that's what it was. The voices around the world, not only here in America, but around the world, are starting to rise up even more. This,
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm gonna put it on mute for a while because I'm gonna put Mama to bed. She's
oh,
actually gonna start working. She got well. She had
wait a
COVID.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. She going to start working. I
Yeah,
thought she
she's gonna go
retired.
back to work.
She can
Oh
go
hell
back to
no.
work.
She
Go back
loves
to
her
work.
job. She
Mm-mm-mm.
she you know what? As long as she can take a breath, I think she's gonna keep on
Yeah,
working.
yeah, yeah. Some
Especially if
people
she
are like
buys
that,
that.
babe.
Yeah, especially if she buys that new Jeep.
Yeah, yeah. That puts a different priority on everything.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
she gave that little Toyota pickup there to my grandson so he can go to college.
there you go. There you go. Pass it
Uh,
down
told
into the
him
family.
I told him that truck I don't want to see it full of girls. You abstain. You
Yeah,
gotta abstain if
yeah.
you're gonna be
Uh huh.
successful.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It will. He will. He will. Sure. That's the ticket. Anyway, Joe, go put Maria to bed. Come back if you can.
You betcha I will.
All right,
Bye
brother.
bye.
Take care of yourself.
Uh-huh.
All
Put me on mute.
right. Let's
He's on
see.
mute.
He's on mute. There you go. He'll be back.
The weather.
He's gonna go put Maria down, and yeah, she works odd hours, baby. She gets up
Yeah.
in the middle of the night to go to work. So yeah, better weather. And who don't want better weather?
How's everybody doing?
We're hanging in
I'm
there, brother. It's another day, but it's a kickoff of a new week, so
muted.
we're all excited to see what dastardly deeds Donnie the Dick is gonna do. See how I threw
Well,
all them
just
D's in
wanted
there?
to
I just point.
get it out there before I forgot. Y'all reminded me of my late night truck loading days. So yeah, getting up at midnight or
Yeah,
getting up at 3 a.m. to do the weather, man, that's all the same to
yeah.
me. Sleep,
I,
sleep. What's that?
I worked when I worked on the Army depot, which stayed open 24 hours a day. So there's three shifts. And for years, I was stuck on the evening shift, which went to work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You got off at about 11:30 at night, which is about, you're wide awake then, so you're not going to go home and just go to bed. You're going to sit up and, I don't know, watch TV, do whatever you're going to do before you get tired enough
Yep.
to go in there and go to sleep. Then you're going to get
Yeah.
up at around, I don't know, 10:30, 11. And you got a couple of hours to waste before you have to get ready to go to work again. So it just gets you in a rut.
It, yeah, it's the same schedule as like everybody else. You just don't get to go to the store when they do.
Yeah,
And all your
yeah,
friends are out socializing when you're sleeping.
yeah, yeah, that kind of shit. which,
Try bartending to other crowd.
yeah.
You don't get out until 2:30 in the morning, and
Oh,
everybody else is already like done partying.
Marcia and Deborah would go to the happy hour at one of the establishments in Corpus all the time. Yeah.
You guys hear the good news about Ukraine's newest bird-based project,
No,
the
What?
flamingos?
the
Bird
flamingo.
based? Bird based?
Oh, the Flamingo is a new cruise missile that they have developed. Currently, they can make about one a day, I believe.
Really?
The
This
end
is
of
manufactured
September, I believe
within Ukraine?
yep,
Oh,
Ukraine is
hello.
making them themselves.
Hello.
They have, I believe, a 3,000-mile range, and they're going to be a nightmare for Russia.
Well,
Like,
you know,
like
Russia's not getting out of this shit, and neither is their people. Right now, gas prices in Russia are out off the charts. Why? Because
yeah,
Ukraine has hit their infrastructure, their oil and gas refineries,
so
with
much for a
drones.
petrostate, and it's about to get a lot worse. And I
Yeah,
mean
it's
a
fixing to
lot
get,
worse.
yeah. So don't think Ukraine isn't putting some damage on Russia, but they could do a whole lot more if they had the correct support from the United States. And I'm
Yeah,
talking about,
absolutely.
this is bullshit that Russia has invaded Ukraine, right? And they put their forces. Oh, and by the way, while we're talking about forces, it was in the news today just how many North Koreans have died on the front lines in Ukraine. Over 4,000. 4,000. You think of a world power with an army that is sufficient to master a battlefield, wouldn't have to rely on troops from another country, another third world country almost, just scraping the bottom of the barrel there. The signs are all there that Russia itself is weak. It's got
Yeah,
nuclear
they're running
weapons.
out of
That's
their own
about all.
people.
Yeah, they don't have their own people to fight this war.
And it's not even on the battlefield, it's also at home. They have to keep importing as many immigrants as possible to keep things running, like their basic
Oh
infrastructure, like buses and travel. And who knows how long that's even going to hold up.
boy,
Which,
that is
frankly,
shit.
at this point, good, let it collapse. That's
Yeah,
how they're going to lose,
yeah.
then so be it.
Just
Ukraine's
put
going to
it,
win one way or
but
another.
they're desperate. Putin is desperate, and he's reaching for as much territory as he can possibly get right now, because he thinks that
Yeah.
that the United States, the most powerful nation in this deal, it hasn't got the balls enough to stop him. And sadly, that
That land
statement
grab he's
is
going
true.
for.
But it's only the balls of
Yeah.
one man that's causing this. Hey, let me send out a thank you to Susan Rotella, who came in with a $10 donation. It did not ding up there because it was a Shiba dog rolling on the floor laughing out loud because of something funny I said, I'm sure. So, all right. Let's uh let's move on and see what we look like from an outside view. Yelly man,
Hello,
how
John.
how
Hello,
are we
hello.
looking, brother?
Well, you're in the news every day.
Yeah, yeah, that's us.
Every day.
I wonder why.
Every day. Our president is in the news, I swear, for the last 9 freaking
Yeah,
years. It's
I can
been the
mention a
Trump
couple.
news.
I can mention a couple. John Bolton got raided by the FBI as
Yeah. How you like
that was
that?
revenge. That
How
was
you like
revenge.
that shit? Yeah, oh, he
It's
wouldn't do that. That would be
no, he wouldn't rep.
insinuating that he weaponized the Department of
Are you
Justice to
kidding me?
do to attack somebody. Are you shitting me? Oh,
Are you
hell
fucking no?
yes. That's Donnie, but that's Donnie's MO. Donnie always accuses somebody of doing something that
Yeah.
he's doing. He's doing
hmm
it, but he accuses somebody else, so that all the spotlight goes over there. Oh, what are you doing over here and all that shit? No, he's the one doing it, and that's the
He
way he's
accused
always
Biden of
played.
everything. He said Biden was
Everything,
going to do
baby,
everything he
and
did
now he's
himself.
doing everything, and
Yeah.
it's
Biden
it's.
fought.
Oh, this is.
Biden followed the book. I mean, he never interfered with anything. And
I wish I had him back. I
oh
wish
yeah,
I
me
had him
too. Me
back.
too.
Oh, I
I
wish
think I just
Kamala had
I
won.
hope he
You know,
gets the appreciation he deserves for what he did in the 4 years he was president, because I think Biden was a good
Look,
president.
look how much our country is. Look how much the world stage has changed since he
Yeah.
came on in the office.
He's
You
been
know,
there for
it's all,
7,
and
8
ain't none of
months.
it good.
No, it's just crap. He's crapping all over the place. I mean, he's like a fucking.
Well,
He's like a
it's crap
toddler.
because everything he does, he pulls out of his ass, which has got crap all over it. So yeah, you're gonna have crap all over the damn place because everything he
Yeah.
does. And I'm still concerned because it's been brought to the world's attention that bullshit that you released from the Ghislaine Maxwell interview
Oh,
that Todd Blanche gave, and that's what you released. That's bullshit.
there was another story
Oh yeah,
in the
he
movie.
wants to keep that out of the news because people
Remember that
are,
girl
you
who?
know, Ghislaine
Remember
Maxwell couldn't
that
kiss
girl?
Trump's ass enough in that statement. Oh no,
But you
you
remember
see.
that girl who committed suicide earlier this year? I
Yes,
don't know.
she's got a book that's
Her
fixing to
fam,
be released.
her family came out and denounced Maxwell and said she was a fucking liar
Well, that's what she
because
is.
she said that.
She's,
Yeah, she's a
and her
fucking
appeal to the
Ruth.
Supreme Court, it sounds like she didn't do anything. Donnie didn't do anything.
Fuck her.
Oh,
She's a
not the Supreme
fucking.
Court.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Hello. She
Her,
is a sex trafficker. She is a sex
Yeah,
abuser. She is not
she
yes,
just
should
like
go.
she's not just doing
yeah.
paperwork. She was one of the
Well, evidently
freaking
she gets
monsters of this
preferential
whole
treatment
thing.
Yeah.
Why are we listening to her?
from the Department of
I mean,
Justice,
she
who
should
moved her
go.
to another prison, a work camp. A little thank you
Yeah.
there for, you know,
Ugh.
for reading
But
reading the
she's
script
technically
for
could be on
the
work release.
bullshit that they sold. But Americans aren't, even maggots, they're not accepting that. And
No,
when they
no,
talk about,
no, no.
when she says there was no list, I don't doubt that. I don't think Epstein kept a physical list of people's names. That's not, but I know who does. I know who does. The Department of Justice that investigated his ass. They have a list of people's names. That's the
Did you
list.
see? Did you see the South Park, the last South Park
Yes, I did.
episode where
Yeah,
they
I did.
showed like the stain in his fucking pants? Which I
That's
thought
what
was
he
funny.
is. Yeah.
That
The troops in
that
the
little
street, baby.
dick, yeah, and that little dick of Trump everywhere, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I get a big kick out of it. Yeah. Yeah, I waited for it to
And the
come out
devil is not in the
on the
mood. The
streaming
devil is
service
not
I
in the
have.
mood.
Nope, Satan's not in the mood. No. And why would he be? You see the size of that thing? What are you going to do? You see how big Satan
And
is?
Trump,
Come on, man.
yeah,
It's not, it's toothpick. Shit. Damn.
he's thinking about his ex-boyfriend Saddam Hussein, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, he was probably.
Boy, howdy shit. I'm telling you.
But I
It's,
think that kind of satire is good for morale, actually, because you can laugh at this asshole. I think that's important.
you have to find a little comedy in this bullshit because it's so heartbreaking. It really is. We are watching
Yeah,
a real threat to the democratic society that we live in. And
yeah.
it is
But
under assault. And
I
it's going
think
to get worse.
I think me and you we discussed this a couple of weeks ago that it's not an issue if he is a dictator, because he is a dictator.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
just settled, you know. And I think you said it in one of your rants too, that it's not a
Yeah.
question if he is a dictator, you know. And he's got everything. He's got the Supreme Court.
Right
He's
now,
got
I'm concerned with his eye on the national stage because he's threatening to put troops in
in
Chicago.
Chicago.
He's
Yeah,
also threatening Baltimore. Now,
every
like the
Democratic
governor of
city wants.
Maryland stood up and said, "No, we don't want your troops here." And Trump is actually threatening to cut off the funds, the money that they're using to have to rebuild that bridge. Remember the bridge? Got hit by the
Mhm,
boat, collapsed and all that.
mhm.
They're really rebuilding a new bridge. Oh, well, if you don't do what I say, you just won't get no money for your bridge. What kind of bullshit is that? You know that, but it tells you who he is. He is a
Extortion
dictator. He
from a
wants to
mafia
hold the
boss.
cards on every damn deal. I don't give a shit what it is. That's how come every
Yeah,
department head, every division the Department of Energy or the Department of Agriculture or the Department of Justice, or they're all just, like I say, you tell me Cash Patel's FBI chief material? Are you shitting me? Come on, come on. He's a yes man.
He's a jerk.
All of them
Yeah.
are just yes men to whatever the shit that he says. And if you step out of
Yeah,
line,
above all, they're all liars.
as we
Republican
just saw,
is Latin for just.
again, he fired the general of the Defense Intelligence Agency because Trump did not like what he said about the results of the attack in Iran, where we tried to blow up the nuclear reactors under there and all that shit. Their bomb making. That he didn't like the assessment that the Defense Intelligence Agency gave, so he fired him. The same way. If he, what is that? That's creating an atmosphere within the government that you just better give him the numbers he wants for whatever the shit it is, or you're going to get fired.
Remember that fictional baby king Joffrey, that little kid, little demonic kid. It was an HBO series.
Oh,
about some Viking. No, but anyway, you had this little fucking kid as a king, and he was like a fucking brutal, psychopathic man who killed everybody if he didn't get his toys or whatever. And I mean, Trump reminds me of him actually. I mean, if you don't give. Oh.
Excuse me.
Are you here?
Hello?
Yeah, I had a cough.
If you don't give. If you don't give Trump the news he wants,
I don't know what could
he's
cause
going to get
that
mad.
shit.
Oh, you're coughing.
Hit the cough button, John.
It's my fine selection of
When you
tobacco
come back,
this
I'll
evening.
take a one for you.
Anyway, whilst John tries to regain his breath.
Do you have some water there?
John.
Yeah, I got a little tea.
Okay.
Just took a hit down the wrong pipe. Wait.
Oh shit! Oh, that's not good.
Hello, DJ.
Hey, John, how are you doing?
Hacking a lung up at the moment.
Yeah, I've had those times. How's everybody else?
I think we're fine. We're just like
Another
you
day in
feeling-
paradise.
feeling
Yeah.
a little bit sorry for you in the United States at the moment. Yeah, I
Well,
feel your pain.
You see, we're a democracy, and we're about to get what we voted for.
Good man,
well,
Mason.
I don't know if you've heard, but Trump
Did you vote for
and
that guy? I
Pentagon are
don't think
trying
you
to
voted.
put
Oh no!
Wait, one
soldiers
at a time here.
into Chicago now.
What? I
Have
didn't hear.
you heard the news about the Trump deploying soldiers to Chicago? And
Yeah.
J.B. Pritzker, who's the governor of Illinois, he's standing up to Trump, but not very strongly. Yeah, I know, John, you and I differ, but for me, if I were Pritzker, I'd take my National Guardsmen, I'd take them all, pull them to Chicago, and put them on the city line. And I would stop any other troops that tried to come and cross into the border into my city with my troops.
This is
And
going
if
to
the
cause.
worst
It's
came
going
to
to
worst,
cause
I'd start shooting.
he can
That's simple.
federalize the National Guard,
It doesn't
That's
matter.
the problem.
If my troops,
and then the
he can
Guard
federalize
wouldn't be
them,
under
but
the
that doesn't
governor's
mean they have to listen to him.
preview. It would be under Trump's. That's
Yeah,
how
they would
that's
be
how
under
he plays
Trump's
that
control,
out.
but that doesn't have to happen. Pritzker could just say, "I'm ignoring your federalization. I'm keeping my National Guard here. I don't care what you said." Just like Trump, when Trump doesn't want to do something, he doesn't do it. Well, we could do the same thing.
He ignores the law,
Pritzker could
baby.
say, "You're not getting my troops. If you come in, my troops are going to fight your troops." That's exactly what I'd do if I were Pritzker.
Well,
But on something
we can't
less
have
violent,
that is
oh, sure we can.
that we can't
But,
have
something less
National
violent,
Guard
John.
fighting National Guard within our that it sounds good on paper, but believe me, no, we can't do that.
No, well,
know,
I'm telling you right now, you guys are always talking about we're going to vote in the 2026 election. There's not going to be a 2026 election. I guarantee you right now.
Well,
Trump
DJ,
is
what's
gonna
the answer
find
to
a way
that?
to
What
stop
is the answer that you're probably are you just recommending everybody get a rifle and let's go?
No, I'm talking about Trump and Putin when they met and when the people analyzed it. that basically Putin was telling Trump to start a war, and that it used the same
I'm
principle
afraid of what
that they
Putin has
do in
been telling
Ukraine, and
Trump.
now you can't have an election
That's
during a
exactly
war.
that's exactly why he's attacking mail-in balloting right now, is because Putin told him. Putin told him, "Oh, if you
Yeah,
got mail-in ballot, you're going to lose the election. You know, if
yeah,
they cheat and all that
exactly.
It
bullshit."
sets up every
But I
plan
got
they
news for
have.
him. I'm going to mail my ballot in. I'm
Well,
not driving
If you
it's
700
don't
not
miles.
up
think
to
he's
him. It's a
around the election time,
it's
if you don't think he's going to be
good.
having ICE agents surrounding those polls, just like they do in Russia. He's going to
Yes, he
Russify
is.
Yes,
everything.
you
So
you can bet your
It's
ass
already
that
been
that's
said.
going
leaning into the
he is going
mail-in
to have
voting is important.
he's going to have law enforcement in whatever form that takes uh, around polling places. Yes, he's going to try to intimidate people out of
Well,
voting. He's going to try
well,
every
there's
freaking book in
already
the
been
trick in the
one
book.
incident
Are you
of
shitting
violence
me?
against
I'm
law
standing.
enforcement, and I think there's going to be more violence against law enforcement as he tries to ramp this up. But I want to talk about something a little different, and that is, did anybody, or you probably were talking and didn't watch 60 Minutes? You know the guy who invented the Oculus, that thing that you fit over your face and you view in 3D when you're playing video games?
Right.
Well, he now is a billionaire, and he's created a whole company that sells to the military autonomous lethal weapons.
Yes.
Okay, they're in use in Ukraine, and they're things
They're
like
used with
there's an
drones.
interceptor. There's an interceptor that will bring down drones, and it does it once it gets in the air. There's nobody controlling it. It thinks for itself,
It's auto,
and
yeah.
it and if it doesn't find a drone, it comes back and it does a 3-point landing to wait to go up again. He also has
Technology is
invented
advancing
autonomous
fast,
machine guns.
and
But the big
if it's
the
advancing
big
in our society, you can bet your ass off it's advancing in weapons and in the
Well,
military.
he's got submarines now that Australia's investing in. These are autonomous submarines. You don't have somebody back there with with a game console running the thing. It goes under the water, and it can go for 1,000 miles under the water, and it thinks for itself. It
Well, if
maneuvers
there's
for
no
itself.
crew, it doesn't have a reason to come up. It could just
Yeah,
stay
but the
down there
point is that
indefinitely.
it thinks for itself. There's nobody telling it where to go or what to do. Once it's under there, it has artificial
Yeah,
intelligence, and that will basically identify an enemy and a target. And if it thinks it's got an enemy and a
well,
target, it'll
let's
go
you
after
know,
it.
I don't want to go there. You know, we're
Well,
talking
the
about
thing is,
situations where the fucking world is at war. You know,
yeah,
I
but
don't want that.
Here's the
Here's
thing. The guy who did this, who invented all this, is a Trump guy. Yeah, I'm getting to my point. He's a Trumper.
I
The
don't,
guy's a
you know.
fucking Trumper.
So he's a Trumper. Do you think the only reason he advanced that science was because he's a Trumper? No,
No, he
no.
advanced it because he's a crazy idiot. He is basically tries to say, "Oh well, we don't need our soldiers getting killed over there." But that's not why he's doing it.
Well, you
The
know,
guy is a
give it
fucking
another
nut.
50 fucking years and we won't have soldiers. We'll have robots out there fighting each other, I guess. If war keeps progressing, if we can't find a way to keep from killing each other, we'll discover new ways to do it. You
Well,
know,
will it be like that episode of Star Trek where they landed on a planet where when they had war, the way they worked it was they did on a computer, and the computer would say what cities were hit, how many casualties, and then so many people would have to walk into this incinerator and be incinerated because that was their
and do you think that's feasible? I
less
mean, do you think
violent way to do it.
that's a
Launch
fantasy?
into the death
You
shower.
know, it.
Well, that was their thoughts about how to stop war. It was a peaceful way to kill people during war. You know,
I
oh,
love the way Kirk
50,000
solved
people
that
just
one.
didn't,
I
you
got a way
know,
to stop
and
war. How
then
about quit shooting at each other? How about that?
yeah.
How about we stop with quit bombing? You know, quit.
Well, I ask you, has history ever said we are even headed that way? The way the
Those
world
that don't
goes, I
learn
don't
from
see it
history are
ever
doomed to
happening.
repeat it. Are you asking me, are we going to have a potential war in our world forever? The answer is fucking probably. Fucking probably. If
Yeah,
we
that's
can't get
my
our
answer
shit
too.
together.
The,
Yeah,
the
but there
world
has.
is going to be at war constantly, in some way, shape, or form, until it ends. And according to Nostradamus, it's supposed to end in
Yeah, I
2062.
don't
So
believe in
we got a
magic
few more.
books. The future is what we make it. I don't believe
Yeah.
in magic books or
That's
magic
right.
stories about what's going to happen in the future, by destiny or whatever like that shit. It's what we
Well,
make
that
it.
was a joke.
And that I
That was
don't,
a joke, John.
some futuristic movie or some bullshit like that. It just doesn't ring with me.
Well,
Is society
Just
going to
make those
advance? Is
sort of
technology
things
going to
that
advance?
any
Yes, it
narrative you
is.
want.
well,
Hey,
that
let me
was a
send
joke
out a
about
thank you real
Nostradamus.
quick to Elfany, who came in with a $10 donation and said the Guard in D.C. are going to, yes, they are going to be carrying weapons as of tonight. It's getting worse
Yes.
and worse, and people still don't want to see it because it's an ugly thing to have to admit. Yes, Elfany, they are. Donald Trump has ordered them to carry their service weapons. Really? Take your
We thought
M16
Kent
out there,
State was
in
dead.
case you have to mow down a couple of protesters or some shit like that, to keep the streets clean. Shit.
Well,
Hello,
when that
Jorge.
starts
Remember,
happening,
laws
it's
apply.
bad.
When people get deployed to other countries, they get to shirk things, just by happenstance. But right here, you're American citizens on American soil, and laws still apply to every single one of them. If they hurt an American citizen, unlawfully, that soldier can be prosecuted.
Yeah, but they won't be because
Not right now.
they'll say they were obeying orders, and I know that they're
It's
supposedly,
not an excuse. You can still be prosecuted.
well, they can be prosecuted,
It
but I
goes
don't think it'll
nowhere
happen.
good. It goes downhill. What do you want to put?
Well,
You
I'm
put
just
troops
saying
on
they
the
all
streets
need a
of
little
America
reminder
with
of that.
weapons in
Even
their
if you're
hands,
not
loaded.
prosecuted now.
Well, I asked the question.
You're just asking.
We're the
Michael
soldiers.
Chicago is going to be around to pardon them forever. So, there will be a
Well,
day of reckoning.
Well, I don't know if you've been to Chicago. I know you've been to Chicago, John, but have you ever been to Chicago? Meaning not just seeing the sights, but going back in the neighborhoods and everything. I have, because I used to go up there and stay up there once in a while. I guarantee you, these soldiers are in for a rude awakening when they go into South Chicago and some of those neighborhoods where people are selling stolen goods out of the back of the cars. I'm here to
Well,
tell
they
you.
ain't even
Yes.
going in those neighborhoods in Washington, D.C.
Hello,
Yeah,
Jorge.
well, they'll get a rude awakening because the
Hey,
people in those neighborhoods, you don't mess with them. I don't care who you are. They're. I don't care if you're the government, the
Hello,
soldiers.
Jorge.
They'll be stealing the wheels off the Humvees, man.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
How are you doing,
I
my
mean-
friend?
We're good, man.
Are ya?
Life,
Good.
life rambles right on along, right?
Yeah, that's what it does.
Well,
Your
Whether
house
you
pick-
want it to or not, it shows up every damn day.
Funny
Your
how
house-
that works, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. You make it through every one of them. Hey, let me thank Blue Dot Greeter, who came in with a $5 donation and said, play the song, John.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, 'cause nobody asked you, bitch.
Sing it,
I need
baby.
you to shut
There
the
you
fuck
go,
up, bitch.
baby.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Always
Shut-
puts a
shut
smile
the
on
fuck
my
up, bitch.
face.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, bow, bow, shut the
Yeah,
fuck
if that
up,
don't
shut
make
the
you
fuck
smile.
up, bow, bow, shut
got
the fuck
problems.
up, shut the fuck up, bow, bow.
Anyway,
It's a beautiful song.
it is. I love the song. Puts a smile on my face every time I play it.
Yeah.
Because we all have a reason in our head of why we like it. So
I
As
don't
always.
know if any of y'all caught Stephen Miller in the whatever the train station in D.C. the other day, and he
did.
was giving his little
I
thing.
did.
Okay, and he had Hegseth right next to him,
Well,
right?
Pete Hegseth, yes.
They all
Yeah.
look like
Casey
demons.
Vance was there
Okay.
too.
And he started talking about the protesters, right? And at some point he goes, "They're all communists," and even Hegseth started laughing. Okay, you have to watch the film But heck, so even he couldn't. He broke up. Like this is Miller.
If you listen to them, we are.
So fucking ridiculous, man.
It's part of the dividing line that they have drawn, man. That's what they have done to this country. They want it divided. They want neighbor against neighbor and friend against friend.
They
family
want an
against family. They
excuse
want
to
it that way.
declare martial law.
Yes,
That's
they
all
do.
they want.
And that's what I'm afraid. If he goes into Chicago with troops, are you shitting me? Yes, something's going to happen. Something is going to happen, and he is going to declare a national emergency.
This is the martial law equivalent. He's not like going to be able to do it nationwide.
Yes.
He's just going to be able to pinpoint certain cities, certain areas.
And who do you
around.
think those cities are?
He's not going to be able to permanently occupy anywhere, really.
Yeah. He's
Unless
not
it's a
targeting
tiny area
any
or a
red,
specific-
Hey, look,
red
we
states.
know American society, and there are certain areas that they're basically a hand grenade waiting to go off, and he wants to pull the pin, is all it is.
Yes, because it'd be to his benefit. That's
I
what
mean,
he
you
wants.
know how it is,
Deep
man.
down, that's what he
Hood.
wants. He wants turmoil in the streets. So he can declare a national emergency. He can postpone or cancel the upcoming election, fearful of the citizens being harmed. You know. And how far does that go, baby? How long does that last? Into the next election
as
for
he does.
president?
Yeah.
Well, he's planning on running.
You want to see
He's
a
selling-
movie, and there's one for you. How this man is attempting to destroy a nation on the streets of this country. I don't trust him for shit.
It's like a little more than
Well-
an attempt at the moment.
You remember the business project, John, in 1933?
1933.
I know you're not old enough to remember it, but you've read about it, haven't you? The business project was when they tried to take over the government and put a fascist government in place by using the military. And they went to this one general and they asked him to participate. And he played along with them, got all the information, got everything he needed to know. And then he went to Congress. I don't know about our Congress now, but the Congress then stopped the whole thing cold, and they arrested all the people involved. And
not
to
familiar
this
with
day,
this
a lot of names are not known that were involved because they were famous people, but their names were never released, like the Rockefellers, for
When
instance.
did this happen? When did this happen?
1930s, 1933, I think. It's called the Business Project.
That's a long time ago, you know.
Well, the point is, it's happening today again, right now.
You
the
can
same
see
What do
thing.
you have any?
the parallel between what the situation you just described and what's going on now. Yeah. Yeah, because
And the
he's
thing about it is-
attempting a complete takeover of the government. That's
Right,
what the
and
scary
we
part
need-
of this is.
Every department is either crippled or serving him.
Yes.
You're
What
supposed
we
to
need
have
is
progress
somebody-
in 100 years. You're supposed to have progress.
And he has
will-
a sympathetic Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not looking
He has
good,
a criminal
baby.
Supreme Court. He has a criminal fucking court. They're taking bribes on the court, you know. They're taking bribes.
Well,
It's
they've been
insane.
taking bribes for years now.
Yes, they have.
No, but not as
Not
Well,
this
fine.
extreme.
If they were just taking bribes, I think we'd be in a much better position. But they're going for like full power play. They have ceded their
Yeah.
power to the executive branch, who is being controlled primarily and entirely by Donald Trump.
But I don't think you understood what I was saying, Better Weather. I was talking about taking bribes and judging according to the bribes. That means that then they don't recuse themselves in
That's
cases
right, they
where,
don't.
you know, and that is
Oh, yeah, they're
corrupt.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
but
what
see,
we-
But
Right
we've
now-
seen it too. Like they do the dirty dealings with the people that have business before them all, like frequently.
Yes,
Especially
they
if
do it
you're
all the
talking,
time.
like, you know, Alito.
Not the
and
liberal
Thomas.
judges. Not the liberal
Yeah,
judges.
exactly.
But you
But I want to
need
ask John.
we need the
I want to talk to
Pentagon
John about
to
something.
stand up to Trump.
Sotomayor has from her position. I got to be fair with that one.
But I got to ask John about something that he mentioned. That thing about Garcia being threatened about sending him to Africa.
Yes.
Isn't he a citizen?
No.
of the United States?
No.
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 He,
But he
he's an
has-
immigrant.
He's an immigrant who was working here, who was going through the system, but
Yeah.
technically, I guess, his immigration status is in question. Wait.
But he's got lawyers, right? He's got legal representation.
Oh yes, he's
At
got
the
legal
moment, for what it's
representation.
worth.
Yeah.
Because
No,
that,
he's
when
high
you throw-
profile. There's a lot of people, on his side in this case because of what it represents.
yeah.
He's the first one where we picked up on them attempting to steamroll the entire process. That's why
Right.
it's important. He's like
He's a
important
poster
to both
boy.
sides.
He's
Exactly,
a poster
exactly.
boy. Yeah.
Hey,
He's
let
the
me catch
Hunter
up.
Biden. You know,
Let
he's
me
the new
catch
Hunter
up real
Biden.
quick. Benny, the Blue
Yep.
Dot in Kansas, came in with a $5 donation and said, Trump has approved of cruise missiles being sent to the Ukraine for deep strikes into Russia. Trump just put this war into overdrive. Just another distraction. I hadn't heard that he had approved cruise missiles yet.
I
So
think
that would
they're
be
talking about the ones
that would be
they're
a
making
step
now
in the
that
right
coming.
direction. And Jay Falcon came in with a $5 donation and said, "Solidarity from the West Coast. Keep fighting." Jay Falcon, baby, that's why we're here. That's why we're here, to encourage people to use your voice, to stand up, be heard.
Every day,
Stand up
baby.
for this democracy while we still got it, baby. Because if we
Hey,
don't,
John,
hey, Jorge,
how about this? This Intel agrees to give the U.S. 10% of its stock.
who?
Intel.
Intel is going to
the,
give.
the company,
Yeah.
the one that makes the computer chip.
Right.
Yeah, I know who
Okay.
Intel is.
Now, if you look up in Google, so you can Google, what happens when business and government merge?
Yeah. that's called-
this is pretty much like right there. How are you going to deny this shit, right?
Yeah.
There it is. It's right there.
Communism bad.
There. No, this ain't communism, baby.
No,
No.
this is fascism. This is
This
fascism.
is fascism. Textbook fucking fascism, baby. And I'm sorry.
With a little bit of oligarchies thrown in on the side.
Yeah. So.
For gotta
Anyway,
keep them rich people happy.
sometimes I just want to scream, but I
You
can't
should.
because I live at the dead
Get a
end of
pillow.
a dirt
Put it in
road.
your
I
pocket.
can do
Yeah.
that, but
All right.
I just want y'all to know that it's like we all know this ain't right.
Everybody
Okay.
knows it isn't right.
It ain't right.
Nobody's standing up and doing a damn thing. And I'm talking about the Democrats.
Yeah, the Democrats should be having a meeting every other day on the steps of the Capitol screaming.
Well, I think we're starting to see
That's
some
what they need to
in the
do.
way of Gavin Newsom, anyway. Gavin
know,
Newsom
fuck
has
it,
really
be
stepped
nice.
up. I'd
Meet
like to
out
see
there
all
on
of them
the
taking
steps
that
and
attitude.
Scream.
Well, the DNC is going to vote. I don't know if it's called Issue 16 or something 16, which is actually sort of well, I guess it's a. I'll say issue because I can't think of a good word right now, but it is one that says that to stop supporting the Israeli lobby in the United States, and we all know how much money they put into politics.
AIPAC.
It's just that stop doing that and stop taking money from them. But you know that they're going to vote it down. They're still going to take money from whatever
Well,
it's
what
AIPAC.
kills me,
AIPAC
what
or
kills me
whatever it
is our government was giving them so damn much money, and then some of it was coming back to bribe the politicians that kept
Exactly.
giving them more
There
money.
you say.
And it's kind
There
of like
you
a
say.
cyclic
Resolution
unity,
16.
baby.
That our politicians may be tempted by mere cash.
Yeah.
Surely you
Well,
just.
Resolution 16 is what I was trying to think of, and they're going to vote on it this week or coming week.
It's dead on arrival, isn't it?
Yeah,
The Republicans will kill it.
No, it's only for the Democratic National Committee. It has nothing to do with the Republicans. This is all
Oh
Democrats.
God,
Yeah.
Democrats.
the
Democrats-
progressives are gonna vote in favor of
Christina,
that.
I wish that if we could
Yes,
get
the
money
moderates
out of
are the
American
ones behind
politics,
it.
we might stand a chance. But I was just looking at some of the comments in there, and yeah, somebody mentioned that. Well, we need to get money out of politics, out of politicians, bribes out of politicians.
Absolutely.
Are you shit?
100%.
Oh yes. What are the chances of that happening?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, none. None.
Campaign.
We
You're not
need
going
more
to
pe-
get
you need
Congress
more
to
pe-
vote to take away money from them. They're
You need
not.
more people like
Capitalism
AOC. You need more
our
people like
country.
Bernie Sanders. You
Yes.
need more people like Jasmine Crockett, because they will get money out of politics. Okay, you need to You need to vote for the right Democrats, not the fucking corporate centrist bastards, because they are the
Katie
ones
Porter.
who are taking the money.
Katie Porter's another one.
I don't
Katie
care
Porter.
who
Yeah,
that is.
Katie Porter's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm talking
California.
about.
Yes,
I'm
Katie
talking about
Porter's
the
voice.
progressives.
Yeah, but she
Yeah,
would
yeah, yeah,
not
I
take
forgot
any
one.
money except for grassroots money.
Yeah.
When she ran, she would not accept
Yeah.
any donations from any big business or anybody. Just simple grassroots supporters.
That should be the that should be the sort of gold standard in the Democratic Party. No big pharma money, no
Yes, it
corporate
is.
donation, nothing.
That's up to us to shout out which ones of
Harry.
them's are the problem and which one of them's are actually helping us.
I think you should, yeah. I think you should. I think the people in the Democratic community should rally behind the progressive side of the Democratic Party, because they are the ones who are the real deal in the Democratic Party, in my opinion.
Yeah. When they
You're
lean
right,
that
but,
direction, they win elections. They need
Yeah.
to remember
Bernie
that.
Sanders would have won 2016 if he had been the
Yeah,
candidate.
exactly. Exactly.
The problem comes back to money again, because what happens is the Democrats will take a moderate candidate and they'll pull their money and support up from the progressive and give it to the moderate. And when they
Oh,
do
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
the progressive
Well,
loses
the
all
Democratic
chance.
Party has to find its way, and now
Yeah.
is the time to do that. If we can't do that, if we can't come together now, what's the point? Where's this go? The Democratic
It's a
Party
loser if you
itself.
don't.
It's time for me to
Yes.
show off my state a little and just say Mom Donnie might be the way to go.
He's one of the
Watch that
ones that was
campaign.
given as an example that
He's the one
that
that
we should follow.
in
Yes.
New York, right?
Yep.
Right.
New York
Running for
City
mayor.
Yeah,
Running for mayor.
He's going to.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good,
Although
isn't
he's
he?
not winning this one.
yeah.
That
He's got a lot of
getting
support.
Trump support. There's no way.
They're trying to paint him as a socialist.
He hasn't been
Yeah.
endorsed by that
Yeah.
fucking Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries has refused to endorse him.
Yeah, I saw him this
kind of
morning. He
What,
said they're
he's a
looking at
scumbag.
it.
Get rid of Hakeem Jeffries.
He's in the DSA.
Yeah, I almost
I'm
want to
saying
say.
get rid of him.
I'm ready. I'm tired of the old guard.
To help people
I am.
Yeah.
We've had the old guard for
Get
so
rid of
long.
Hakeem
I'm ready
Jeffries.
to move on from it. I want new blood in this party. I want
Yes.
to hear enthusiastic voices.
Yeah.
Somebody who's
He's
got to
young,
drive
he's
this
got
shit.
energy, he's got good ideas. That's what we need.
There are pundits out there who say that the Democratic National Party should follow his principles.
Well, he's so
follow his
namby-pamby about shit, you know?
We got to have a
That's
meeting
what
on it.
bothers me.
Hey, let me thank Keith Thompson, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "From the blue state of Minnesota, don't cross my line. Don't send them here, baby." Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, buddy. We're in a dangerous
Well,
time,
Hear you,
man.
man.
We are.
We're having John. I was going to mention this. We're having an election here in Norway in 2 or 3 weeks. We have no fucking money in our politics. Nothing. We have a campaign that lasts 1 month. That's it. And we're
the
electing-
sad truth about American
Okay, I'm moving
politics is it never ends.
You get me in?
We have elections every 2 years, midterms, and then a presidential election every 4 years, and but the political season never ends now. It's constant.
No, it doesn't.
It-
Constant
yeah,
work for money.
and the money pours in, You know, and that's
It's not
that's
an
the root
election.
cause of the problems that we have now. Is that
You
we
have an
don't have
option.
a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. You know, no.
Can,
No, you have
can
an
I
option.
If you
emigrate?
got enough
Can
money,
I migrate to Norway? Because I'm 15%
We'll take
Scandinavian.
anybody. I even take, I'll
Oh,
take
eh,
everybody. You can come here, everybody.
Well, my lineage
no
is
shit,
from
James. Just think of the money we spend
Scandinavia
on
and northern
elections,
Scotland.
and you hear that number. How many millions and millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars so and so is spending on the election and all this shit? Do you imagine the things that we could do with that kind of money in this nation?
So much
know,
good.
Oh, so much good, so much good for society. But we
Think about all
pour
the
the
kids you could feed. Think about all the
amount of money
people you
spent
could.
on
the
elections and
homeless people
politics in
that
this
you wouldn't
country
have to look at if you gave
is
them
obscene.
houses.
It's
Mhm.
obscene. What we
If you
value.
want to solve the homeless situation in America, give them a roof over the fucking head. That's
Exactly.
that's the
Hey,
solution. You know?
nobody ever thought
A
about
house,
that.
but
Nobody
not
ever
a
thought about that
tenement.
one. Yeah, they're not
No,
about
but
to do
not a
that.
tenement.
but
Um,
that's what we do here in Norway. Everybody has a right to have a roof over the fucking head, and food in their stomach,
Yeah, we
and
don't believe
clothes
in
to
that.
wear.
Yeah,
That's
pull
human
yourself up by
rights.
bootstraps, buddy. If you can't do it your own, don't ask us to help
Yeah,
you.
that doesn't do
That's
American to me.
that's
problem
you know
is going to be
that's
how you
the
do it
right
here in the
for you.
United
That's
States.
the Republican
Because in the
Party.
1970s, they tried it with tenements for inner city people, and it did not work out at all. They became hotbeds of crime. Okay.
I don't know
And
what you're talking about now.
I'm talking about the inner city tenements that were government housing that were built in the 70s in cities around the United States.
Intentionally building a ghetto isn't exactly the best plan. You need to
No.
That's
put them in
exactly what
full
happened.
houses.
And that we can't do that again because it didn't work. It did not work.
It's working in Scandinavia, so why shouldn't it work in America?
They'll do better.
Uh,
They can
different
still
working.
house people.
A different
working here.
culture.
I don't
No,
believe
I mean-
you are a different culture because you are immigrants from Europe. You came from the white population in America came
but-
from Europe.
But
Well, unfortunately, I'm not talking about the white population. I'm talking about the population of inner city people that were living in
in slums,
torn down buildings and
in
with no
slums,
services,
with
and
no
everything.
services
They-
and everything else.
Yeah, that's not
You're
And they
you're forcing
stuck
the
them- Yeah, we had
You're
one in
forced-
St.
Gotta
Louis
give
called
them-
Pruitt-Igoe. That was what it
You
was
gotta
called
give
here.
them some love. You gotta give them some understanding.
You got to
don't-
give them some
you don't
hope,
treat-
some dignity,
Yeah.
a
When you
direction.
go by
You
Pruitt-Igoe, you
slice
kind
off
of duck.
just a little bit of the military budget. You give them some housing. You give them some mental health care. You give them
Yeah.
some regular health care. You give them some friggin' clothes. You can put some food in their fucking stomach, and
What-
then you
what a-
call it a day. What
what
the
a-
hell?
what-
Why is this so
what-
hard?
What a unique idea! What an idea!
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Maybe they
Yeah.
might become productive, decent.
You know, we recently had a Blue Dot just take a trip over to Scandinavia and whatnot, and he came back with the same thought of you think we're advanced in this country? No, we're not advanced in this
Nah.
country. Go over to Europe.
barbarians, man.
Yeah, we're way back behind everybody in a lot of shit in our society, in our infrastructure. Yeah, we're dragging the line, baby. We're dragging the line. We're not making improvements in this country. We're treading water. We're trying to shift things around so the wealthy retain their power and their bank loads of money. They want
Let's
a
hope
this is
workforce
a
that
chance
is
for us
poor,
all to take a
hungry,
good
and
We
needing
long
a
look in the
job.
mirror. Do
We have
better.
a caste system, and it's hard to break out if you're a lower income into middle class, and to break into the upper middle class, and then break into the rich, the lower rich, and then on to the billionaires.
The way that people
It's
do
very
that has
hard to do.
changed, though. Yeah, it is hard to do, especially if you work with your hands. You know,
Yes,
yeah, if you work
physical
with your hands,
labor is not valued very
Yeah.
much.
Mm-mm.
Well, at least that's something an AI can't come along and take your job from.
There's where the money's going to come in, baby.
Well,
The
AI's
future,
dead.
the advancement of technology, AI, everything, is that's going to absorb jobs. The same way automation
Well-
did back in manufacturing and automobile manufacturing, when robots
Well, they're already
started
saying
performing
that
the
AI's
duties.
dead, John.
Huh?
AI's dead. No, they're already saying AI is dead. The next thing is called automated intelligence.
Automated
AI's
intelligence. Well, AI is dead. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Put an epitaph on that one then. It's going to change. Technology is going to change, and it's going to change the world.
It's just words. It's all.
You know.
It's all just computer programs
But
controlling our fate.
Can I just say something here, because everybody's saying that it can't be done in America, but you already have politicians in America who is actually saying it can't be done, and that's Bernie Sanders, it's AOC,
Yeah.
it's Jasmine Crockett.
Yes.
They are
Progressive
all proposing,
Democrats. Progressive
Yeah.
Democrats that
Exactly.
are
Yeah.
that are looking to the,
But
to
there's
the
not
future
enough progressives
for the society
to
that we all
outnumber
live
the
in.
centrists.
Yeah.
There's not.
They wanna-
there are not
they-
enough
No, but
progressives.
listen to me. What I'm saying is that you have politicians in Congress, in the Senate, who wants to implement the Scandinavian way in America, and I think it can be done. You just have to do it.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
to do it, but the problem is the centrist Democrats won't let the progressives do it.
No, because you got to
Yeah.
get rid of them. I'm telling
Exactly.
you, in America, you got to
Easier
get rid of
said
them.
than done.
But now,
What-
boys,
Don't
I'm
look at-
here in Texas, and you got to remember there's this thing called the oil lobby.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Little
yeah, drill
thing
baby
called
drill.
the oil lobby.
We're in the middle of drill baby drill again. Yeah, see that's
And they stopped the wind farm that was 90% complete and ready to go online because
and Texas is the
Green
number one
New
producer
Deal,
of renewable
yep.
energy. We are the number one producer of renewable energy. Wind farms around here, they stretch for miles. And he's doing his best to try to get by way of regulation. That's what I'm talking about, is the damage that we see him doing on a daily basis on our streets is nothing compared to the damage he is doing by just cutting regulations for industry.
Behind the
Oil
scenes,
and gas,
baby.
yes,
Wind
baby.
farms give you brain cancer. Isn't that what he says? Wind farms give everybody
what's
brain
a little
cancer.
what's
No,
a
it
little
gives
brain
whales
cancer?
brain
Everybody
cancer.
gets a little
It
brain
chops
cancer.
up
Don't worry
nerves.
about it. It's don't worry about your water or your air. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everybody has a lump in their lung or something. It's just common.
Yeah.
we
Everybody's welcome
we've
to
spent
come into our
decades
national
working
park
on
to
the
log them.
environment to all of a sudden have a man come in and kick the can over and say, piss on all this shit. Let's go balls to the wall and let's just start polluting left and right.
John,
And our
Is
this the
environment's
worst-
already
Is he
strained.
the worst governor you ever had in Texas in modern
Abbott?
history? There's
Uh,
one-
Abbott?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
so.
by far. The stupid
Well-
shit that man has pulled.
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
kidding me?
it's kinda
Barbed
hard
wire
to
in the middle of the
say,
river?
baby.
Are you
'Cause,
shitting
you know, I
me?
mean, we had
Yes.
this one governor that was George W. Bush, and then we had this other governor that was Rick Perry.
Yeah.
And
We've
now
had a string
we got
of them.
this bastard, so it's not like we're virgins here.
Yeah,
Nobody's
no,
getting the
we've
cherry,
been screwed
right?
before over and over and over. No use for
Jeez.
Vaseline anymore, baby.
Guys,
They do it wrong.
we've been up
Yeah.
against the wall a long
been going
time
on for a
down here,
while.
boys.
Oh, God.
You don't think we
Yeah,
all
why
born
not?
for the days of Ann Richards when Texas
Yeah.
was a decent state to live in?
Me and John's been up against the wall politically down here for a
For
long
decades, baby. Decades.
Is that
have
why
to put up
John
with
is
this
having
bullshit.
problems? Is that why John is
Hey,
having
John.
problems sitting down? Because he's been screwed without
time. Yeah, well, me too, baby.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't
John,
seen you people
John,
down there
John.
you're fighting hard. But if
Hey,
you
let me
ever
send out a thank
hardcore.
you to Benny, Blue Dot, Kansas. Ben, thank you very much. He came in and said, that's because the corporate politicians on both sides of the aisle are already compromised by the lobbyists on K Street and in D.C. That's why we can't. That's how come we can't do a lot of things. That's why we
Yes,
can't
it is.
do a lot of things. That
John,
big old huge tax
Lots of
legislation.
checks
Oh,
changing
books
hands
and
down
volumes
there.
and volumes. They probably got 2 or 3 pages for your ass. The rest of all
John,
that.
did you read about the judge in California who has given the decision that all the people who lost their jobs, thank you, Doge, have to be
Have to
reinstated,
be
and all of
reinstated.
it.
I saw that. I haven't seen
Yeah, do
any
you think it's
action
going to
taken
happen?
from it.
You think
That's
it's
it.
going to happen?
I
Oh,
haven't seen
hell
any.
no.
I haven't seen any movement on it. You
Well,
think
it's going to
Donnie
be
gives a two
for.
shits about what a judge says?
No.
That's
That's
one of the
right.
problems we
Right.
have with him. He doesn't really give a shit what the courts say.
Yeah,
He does
and
it
that's why I
anyway
say
and just says, sue me.
Pritzker shouldn't give a shit if he nationalizes the Illinois National Guard. Pritzker could still keep control because then he's acting like Donnie. He's ignoring Donnie because Donnie ignores us. You know, it's time to ignore Donnie and say the hell with you. You're not taking my National Guard troops. It's that simple. We got to stand up the same way he does and flaunt
I'm,
against him the
I'm,
way he
I'm,
flaunts
I'm
things against
liking the
us.
way Gavin Newsom's standing up. I like the way he's mocking him.
Yeah.
And yeah, whatever. Get a thorn under his saddle. Make him
Well,
pissed
he's
off.
doing it because he's
Oh yeah.
schoolyard. He's using schoolyard ploys the same way Trump does.
Well,
He's
it's
doing the
working.
same thing.
It's what people
Working.
listen to.
We got to
It's what
start
got
playing
Trump
the
into
same game they
position he's
play.
in.
And that's what we're doing with
Exactly.
this redistricting. That's why
Yeah.
California is going to stand up, I assume and I hope, and redistrict there where we catch up with the 5 districts that they just handed over to Texas down here. But there's got to be a
They
stop
gotta
to this
vote
shit.
on
But
it
I'm
first.
afraid it's
It
going
should
to
be
set off a.
reactionary. It should be preemptive. The Democrats should be fighting like dirty.
Yeah,
as
yeah. Let's
whatever
do
it
let's
takes.
play the game they play.
They said that 95%
And let's hope that at some
of the-
point everybody comes to their senses and goes, "This is not a good idea. This is just taking us down a road of what? Depending on who cheats the most and who's going to win." Instead of again, we're talking about politicians doing this. Politicians picking their voters. This country is
Water
based on the
fire with
people
fire.
pick their representative, and that's
They
not what
said
we
that
have now.
95 of the 95, I guess there's 100 state senators in every state. 95 of the 100 senators in the state of California are for redistricting. They're going to vote for redistricting.
Good. I hope
The
it
people of
passes.
California have to
Because
vote
we
on
can't
that. It
let
has
this
to go
go.
on a ballot.
If California does not redistrict, it's just like
There has
handing
to be
the
a political
midterms.
campaign to make sure they do it.
Better weather. I'm not a psychic, but I can predict 100% that California is going to vote in favor of that bill. There's no.
I
problem
I would
with
hope-
that.
assume. I would assume they are.
Yeah.
Look, I don't.
I don't think California's that stupid to stand by
No.
and watch a national disaster happen, and when we can do something about
Exactly.
it.
It's going to. It's going to.
But-
It's going to pass in a
But as soon as
landslide.
they do,
No,
it's going to set it off, baby.
Man.
It's going to
I've
set it
been
off. We're going
around
to see
long
other
enough to
Republican
know
states
that
do the
I've
same
seen
thing.
some stupid shit happen before. Okay.
Not in California, Corin, because you
But-
don't live in California.
Yeah. But I'm just talking in general. You never know what's going to set off what and how, how dumb it can get. Because,
No, we haven't hit bottom yet, I don't think.
I lived
We're
through
digging.
the Vietnam War, and, we all know what
Yeah,
that
brother.
was. And
So did I.
A freaking bloodbath, and it was for nothing. And
Well, friends in that war.
yeah, me too. I lost like brothers, man. And
Exactly.
it's just boy.
We lost a lot
sore,
in that war.
sore spot with me. Yeah, you bet. Yeah,
So speaking of that,
you bet. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Vietnam, there is now an exact replica of the wall in D.C. in Perryville, Missouri, which is about 60 miles south of me. You could go
Well,
down
that's
there.
cool.
Outstanding.
And you could see,
That's
you
cool.
could see-
Good.
It's an exact replica with all of the
They had a
names on
mobile
the wall.
one that they toured the country one.
Yeah, I saw
and we
that
set it up.
when it came through. I
Yeah.
went there.
My son and I went to
No,
the
this
wall
was permanent.
in D.C.
And
when we were there.
they were going to have some kind of fair this weekend or next weekend down there to kind of, I guess, introduce it to the public.
Well, that's good.
So
Yeah, I got a couple close friends whose names on that thing.
Yeah, I got
me
that.
too.
And,
And you know,
it is, you know,
well, I had
hard.
a friend.
It's still hard to swallow. I mean, it's
I had a
still
friend
fucking
that
hard to swallow, man.
We went out and got drunk the night before he went to Vietnam. His name was Ira Rice.
Yeah.
We went out and drunk the night before he went to Vietnam. We sat in front of my house in his car till 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning.
Well,
talking.
hallelujah.
And I kept asking, why are you going to go? I kept trying to talk him out of going, but he said, I got to go. The next day, he got on the plane and he went to Vietnam. And 1 week
never
later,
came back.
1 week, exactly 1 week later.
He may have come back, but he didn't come back the same person that he left us.
No, his first mission, he was shot jumping out of a helicopter. Yeah, shot dead before he.
Yeah, that's a good point, John. Because I know guys who went to Nam.
Yeah.
And they never came back. And I know guys who went to Nam, and there's a huge part of them that never came back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I know guys who went to Vietnam
you didn't
and came back and were like hustler deluxes, you know.
That's why it gives me.
Well, my cousin had a bouncing Betty explode by his head, and he was deaf in that ear on that side. It killed the guy behind him, and it made him deaf in his ear. And he had all, you know, he got.
Yeah, war's not good for children or other living things, or yeah.
Well, hey guys, I gotta go. My groceries just got delivered.
Your
so
groceries? You got grocery delivery, bud?
Yeah, I ain't gonna starve this week.
Living the good life. Living the good life.
You bet you. Y'all have a good
take care of yourself. Give my best to Nan, my friend.
All right, I sure will.
Yeah. Boy, howdy. Jorge is one of a kind character. I love the guy. And he's still here. Are you still listening to me? Get the shit out of here.
He's fun.
To say something
He's
nice
a lot
about
of fun.
your ass. Trying to say something nice. He's gonna hang around there and listen to it. Jorge Tire Biter. 5 miles outside of town at the end of the dirt road. You cannot miss him. I'm telling you. Hello, Dangerous.
You got 10 minutes left, and then you invite me in. It's okay.
How much time we got left? Oh, shit.
Something like that. You know, time flies when you're having fun, bro. Time flies when you're having fun.
Shit, I didn't know if you'd be able to get a word in edgewise.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you know what? I didn't really have much to say, but I was actually just watching an Adam Mockler video. And I don't know if people are aware of this, but you remember that whole shit that went down with Institute of Peace, the way how Doge tried to close them? Are you aware that Elon Musk went and took one guy who worked for the Institute for Peace? His name is Mohammed Halami. He's a 53-year-old exiled Afghan scholar. And he worked for Institute of Peace. And, you know, since they removed the CEO, et cetera, from the Institute of Peace, now it is in control of a 28-year-old Doge staffer by the name of Nate Kavanaugh.
That just
anyway, so what happened was
fucking
Elon. Yeah, Elon went and they doxed this guy, and they misrepresented him, this 53-year-old exiled Afghan scholar named Mohammed Halami. And guess what? Since they doxed him and made him such the enemy, which he really wasn't, fucking the Taliban came and took his ass and took him, and he's being fucking tortured right now. He got snatched away from his family.
That's
and
not
he
good.
could be dead. He could be dead. So here's a 53-year-old exiled Afghan scholar who worked for the Institute of Peace, was doxxed by Doge, and the Taliban somehow or another, I don't have the whole story, but I'm sure you could look into it, but somehow or another Taliban got his ass. He's probably here in the U.S. and fucking probably threw a black thing over his head and shoved him in something and took him away. And, you know, now
he probably doesn't have it anymore.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
He probably doesn't have a head anymore because that's what they do. They behead people. Well,
they tortured him first. I mean, I don't know. ProPublica, they put a whole article up about it, so you could go look it up on ProPublica, or you could just look up Adam Mockler's one of his last videos, and you'll see it.
I watched one of Michael Moore's movies. I think it was the second or third when it came out, and they had a beheading in the movie, an actual beheading.
All
I
right.
watched it and tell you, I never want to see anything like that again.
Personally, I have actually seen that with
TJ.
my own eyeballs. I was there. I've seen them do that.
Okay. We have an audience here. We don't want to talk about beheadings.
No, we don't want to talk about that shit. And I don't want to get triggered.
No.
But
We're
anyway,
trying to keep it a little bit positive.
I find it, I mean, that's really outrageous that here a guy who's an Afghan scholar who's working for the Institute of Peace just because he worked there. And, you know, they wanted to make a big case like, oh, these guys are supplying Taliban and Hamas and Iraq and so on and so on. Well, yeah, they were. They were giving a certain amount of money to Iraq, but that was money that was meant to go there because we occupied them. You know what I mean? So, you know, these guys, they look at the numbers and then they just make up whatever. And the fact is that actually after he got snatched by the Taliban, it came back to the Institute of Peace. Like he reached out to the U.S. government, USIP, I think, I forget what that stands for. U.S. International Institute for Peace. And there was nobody there to answer. There was the 28-year-old kid got the information and just sat on it for a whole month. And then when it finally came out that ProPublica figured it out, I mean, he said, you know, the guy was already being tortured, and for all we know, he's dead now. His family's in horror. They just thought that by keeping their heads low that maybe it would blow over since Elon was posting all this shit online.
That's good
about
advice,
this guy.
Jerry.
Anyway.
I think I'll take your advice, buddy. Anyway.
Yeah. That's all I had to say. By the way, I got a care package coming your way, John.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yep, I'm packaging it up tomorrow. I'll get it in the mail.
There you
sure
go.
do.
There you go.
Yeah, delicious coffee. I roasted it and everything.
Outstanding. Yeah, you
Excellent.
grow coffee.
So, yeah.
Coffee while you can.
I guarantee you'll get a mean cup of Joe in the morning.
There you go. I usually need a mean cup of Joe in the morning. I need a mean cup.
There you
pot.
go.
I don't, not a cup. I go through a pot every morning. I
There
don't
you
start
go.
my tea until that pot's gone.
Hawaiian coffee tastes like shit, doesn't it? Because it comes out of somebody.
I don't think so. Not when they're charging $30 a pound for Kona coffee.
No, coffee prices are fixing to go up, baby. Like everything else, coffee prices are fixing to hit the market, baby.
You know what I just picked, though? You know what I just picked
if we don't go to war with Venezuela.
Tree? You know what I just picked off of my back tree? I just picked 3 beautiful softball-sized dragon fruits. Because we grow dragon fruit here, and I got these Vietnamese whites.
He lives in paradise.
Cactus, it's got.
Of course, he's got fucking pineapple. Fucking, he grows everything over there.
Yeah, we grow all kinds of shit here. Avocados, bananas. But no, honestly, the dragon fruits, in fact, I sent Candace pictures. The flowers are called the queens of the night. They're the biggest fucking flower I've ever seen in my life. They're as big as a dinner plate. They only bloom once, and they bloom at night. By morning, they're already wilted. I've never felt a more softer flower in my life. But it's interesting. I swear to God, John, they are as big as a dinner plate, a gigantic white flower. Really? It's as big as a dinner plate. Blooms at night. By morning, it's wilted. Within 3 to 4 weeks later, you got a softball-sized dragon fruit. Man, I pop those buggers in my refrigerator here in a little while. I'll cut them in half and just scoop them out. And man, they are so delicious. If I could send pictures, I would.
Me. I got nothing growing around.
You know what, though? Dragon fruit would grow down in Texas. It would.
It's
because it's a cactus. Yeah, it's a cactus.
Oh, there you go.
It likes
it do well.
So, you know what? I mean, I may just take. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do, but it'll get there, and we'll get past ag inspect and all that. All you got to do is just stick it in some water, and it'll start rooting, and you can grow your own. And these are Vietnamese whites, so when you cut them open, they're white flesh with little black seeds.
You don't know my history with plants. If it's not a pop,
you're not very good at. You don't have a green thumb.
Well, I do when it comes to certain plants.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm just
look
kidding.
At this one.
I'm
like
just
that
kidding. If I grow tomato plants, I get tomatoes. I'm just kidding.
Good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going to send Candace one, and I'll probably.
And we should all think about maybe putting a garden in, baby.
A victory garden, yes.
Yeah,
The only
Yeah,
reason I
victory
didn't grow
garden.
corn this year was because
It's,
of the fucking drought. We've been in a stage 1 water drought since March.
Yeah,
We had
we haven't
hardly
had much
any
rain
rain
here
this
either. We
last
just
year.
had some recently, and it just
Yeah,
just
a lot
enough
of parts
to,
of the country are
settle the
dry.
dust.
Like
Right.
the Northeast.
Can you believe that Hawaii's dry? I mean, we've had wildfires already, quite a few of them this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Luckily, they
Hey,
haven't
I've seen
been
where your
anything to kind
volcano
of
came to
stop.
life again. We're
Yeah, that thing never
Kilauea.
stops. It's been going on since '83, man.
Oh, I know it. I just like to see it when it spouts out all that red shit.
I know. That sucker, it throws up 700-foot fountains,
Yeah.
man. That's huge.
Yeah. Peaches. I know. Peaches, pears. Could do that down here too. Anyway,
I don't have any
That's one
fruiting
thing that we don't
so much
we
for
don't
our
have very good
agricultural
peaches
part of the show.
we don't have peaches here. I don't know why. I don't know. Peaches don't grow. And the citrus here is kind of funny. We have actually make oranges here. We do grow oranges. But the
Well.
sun has a tendency to kind of beat up their skins to where they don't always look so appealing, but they're delicious. But
Well,
yeah,
there you
you
go.
know what I mean? The sun kind of takes a toll on the skins where they
Sometimes you got to look
kind of-
past the layer.
Yeah,
Like yeah.
correct.
Well,
Night owl hardening with the blue dots.
for
Yeah, don't look at my
sunflowers,
face. Inside,
are
I'm
reaching
handsome.
to-
I'm handsome like you wouldn't believe. Just the
You're right. What
exterior.
about being
The
handsome?
exterior is not. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
It's
My
what's on the
facade
inside that
ain't
counts,
that
right?
good anymore.
Yeah, we're pretty on the inside.
It's what's on the
Anyway.
inside. It's creamy and soft on the
That's
inside.
right.
and
It's what's on the inside. That's what counts you out.
That's right.
Take all
There
that
you
shit,
go.
throw it out the window.
Anyway, John,
Anyway.
I appreciate you bringing me in, man.
I
Thank you
appreciate
for
the
giving me
conversation,
a
buddy.
seat. Yeah.
Thank
Did
you
I
for
ask
coming
if
in.
anybody's seen the third episode
Good night.
of what's that? The on the comedy channel.
South
that's,
Park.
makes fun- South Park. Has anybody seen
What
the
about it?
third episode?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
I've seen
it.
them all. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
What?
The
Yeah,
next one's coming out
outstanding.
on September 3rd, by the way. The next one's
Outstanding.
coming out on September 3rd. They're taking a 2-week hiatus. So the next
Well-
one's going to be really good. They're not
Well,
good.
they were talking to Chat GPT, and Chat was being a sycophant for everybody.
Yeah.
It was really
Everything
funny.
was
Don't
covered
say.
with AI.
I know.
So,
And you know why?
And-
Well, by the way, there is a story behind that. Did you know that when we all know that Grok, the 3.0 version, came out and it called itself Mega Hitler. So what they did was fucking with ChatGPT was they were finding out that it was telling people the God honest truth without any fluff. So they went and they threw a variable in there to kind of be positive to people. So that's what they were highlighting, the fact that no matter what, it'll come up with positivity, because before it was telling you the base truth without any fluff. And some people were getting kind of depressed when they heard the real truth. So they gave an algorithm
so now
that makes
it
it sort
says
of
shitty shit in a nice way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's going
good.
to tell you absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, let me
But it's
build,
gonna
let
tell
me
you in
build
a real
business
nice way.
plan for you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a joke.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought it was interesting. They always throw about 3 different stories. They interlace them all together, where they're kind of 3 different stories are always kind of instituted into one
Yeah.
episode.
And
You know
you
what
have
I
to
mean?
really watch it there. All right, Dangerous. Well, we
You do.
appreciate you coming in, brother.
Okay, brother. Thank you
All right,
much.
take care of yourself. And DJ,
Yep. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button.
there you go. Appreciate that.
Yep.
And DJ, thank you for coming in, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to me. I know I'm kind of the curmudgeon and kind
Yeah.
of the
Yeah. We all
contrarian,
have a
but,
talking streak in us every
Yeah.
once in a while. Yeah.
well, every once in a while I got to get it out.
Well.
So thanks for letting me get it out.
You bet. Not a problem. This is a good place to dump it, brother. Anyway, take care of yourself, DJ.
You too, John.
You bet. And better weather.
Yes, sir. Thank you much for having me on.
And appreciate you coming in, brother. Thank you for your input. Come back and see us. We'll be
Everybody,
here again. And who
have a
doesn't
great
need better
night.
weather?
Get in the fight. Fun Sons of Liberty.
There
Have a
you
great
go.
night, everybody.
You too, brother. And Yelly Man.
Yeah, thank you, John. This was a very interesting show.
Yeah, we had
So,
good conversation tonight, brother.
Yeah, we really
So,
did.
yeah.
So, okay, have a good night and keep your throat good. So
Will
don't
do, brother.
swallow the wrong. Okay,
Nope.
see you later, good John.
All right, take care
Okay.
of yourself.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
And Miss Chick. Oh, darling, what a ride.
Yeah, it's still raining here. That's why I muted
hear
my
that.
mic. Yeah, that's why I might have muted my mic, because it gets loud. I'm not in a soundproof area, so yeah.
Boy, howdy shit. Well, look at here. I got one more thing I got to do now. Uncle
Yes,
Fatty
you
just
do.
came in. Yeah, Uncle Fatty just came in with a donation of what? Well, of course. $4.20 and said, give me a fuck Trump on the way out with the song. All right, well, we're going to do it as we go out the door. Thank you, Uncle Fatty.
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
At least you leave here with a smile on your face.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Now that song will be stuck in your head. There you go. Anyway, what a show!
Hey,
Right
what a
to the
show.
end. What a show! What a show! Anyway,
and I'm not going to make it linger any longer than it needs to.
oh Lord, we are already over time. Yeah.
Yep.
Well.
But we did have some people share some shit, John.
Well, we had shit shares. We always have to point out the shit shares.
We do, and some
Because-
lovely shit sharers we had this week.
Who were they this week?
Vincent M. from Quebec, Canada. Randy R. from Illinois. Salvatore V. from Florida. Charles S. from Minnesota. And Lisa S. from New York. And Cindy H. from Oklahoma. All shared this shit.
All of them shared this shit. And you could share this shit because there's a button for it right down there. You can hit it, baby. Share this shit. Maybe Miss Chick will be calling your ass out. And but we appreciate everybody that shares this show and furthers the voice. It's all about our voice, baby. It's what I started this show about. It is our voice. Our voice and our vote is what we have. We have to use them, and it's desperately needed now. So we need everybody on the line, baby. I've always said it. Nobody stays in the bunker. Everybody's on the line. That's how we survive this shit. So take it serious, baby. And do it with a smile on your face, and then give that shit away. Miss Chick, thank you for everything you do, baby. I appreciate you tremendously.
You're welcome, John.
All right, baby. Good night.